Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm called Awesome Labby. I talk about tips to make Africa a better place, and of course I help a lot of YouTubers like myself to grow better. Well guys, in today's video we'll be talking about a scenario where most of us actually find ourselves into. That is the issue of repetitive content. As I'm looking at this right now, I know most of you guys are going through this, and I'll be talking about these tips and tricks which will help you to bypass this scenario. After my 4 years of experience, I think I've learned a lot from YouTube, and I've bypassed this scenario, teaching a lot of people to actually go through it as well. So to support my channel, if you're a YouTuber and you really want to make it big on YouTube, I'm very much into African content and I love African YouTubers a lot. Please do well to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment on the comment section if it works for you. Yes guys, let's start here. So this channel you're seeing on the screen, I was actually given, let's say, a strike because again I went against one of the policies, and I should say it was really bad for me, although I know what to do about it. But I think you guys should need to know about this. Well, I had a community strike on this video. I spoke about content that was related to misinformation unknowingly, but that's unfortunate. So repetitive content, they say here that videos look mass produced or auto-generated. They don't provide much educational value or other value for viewers. So they gave us a list of contents which they monetize, and they gave us a list of contents which is not allowed to monetize. So repetitive content, what does that really mean? Seems like most of you fall into this trap, have actually produced some content that do not really have a significant difference. Like you've been using the same project again and again and again and again. Or better still, you have been using auto-generated content. When I talk about auto-generated content here, I think of a robotic voice. I don't know which one you're using, but trust me, YouTube is always gonna catch you in one way or the other. Even if it's not today, they're always gonna catch you. And if you want to really bypass this, then you need to follow these tricks. But let's just finish reading everything that has been stated on this list. So they say examples of content which is not allowed to be monetized: templated or programmatically generated content that appears to be from content farms. Okay guys, let's start from this one. Templated or programmatically generated content, this actually means you're producing content which, let's say, you've copied from a particular website. That is an example. You put it in a text-to-speech editor, it reads everything from you. That is auto-generated, right? And I think this is a very bad practice in YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like this. You could think about the number of people who are doing auto-generated content and how it might affect the performance or the user experience in YouTube. It's so akin to actually hear a robot's voice, and if you're using a robotic voice, I think there are good ones which you can really pay for. Some people really bypass this, but that is another talk for another day, right? Well, the next thing I should talk about is something very important. If you're being caught in this trap, please do well to use your voice. Use your voice to talk with your voice, guys. I should insist that this is the first thing that any YouTuber should think of when he has this kind of mismatch on his channel. Please do well to use your voice. Please do well to use your voice. I'm insisting again and again and again, because I had a channel, I should say, that they gave me this complaint, and I had to pass it by using my own voice. And I don't know if it works for you, but you have to use your voice on this channel, because the first time YouTube gives you this, I think they'll constantly be checking your channel. The algorithm is going to be going through your channel again and again to make sure that you're using your voice. So please do well to use your voice as much as you can to bypass the templated or programmatically generated content. Yes, they indicated that it could be from content farm. What is a content farm? All right, the content farm is a company that, let's say, produces articles for audience to read, and of course you taking these articles and trying to put it in the same words, not like theirs. I mean, it's gonna hurt your channel, because YouTube has the ability of detecting that you've used this same content, that is the same words from a website, and kind of changed it and placed it in a video form. Why am I saying this? Because YouTube monetizes, let me not say use the word YouTube, sorry, Google monetizes this same content. They have already monetized it, and you taking this same words and converting it into a format of a video, word to word and posting it back on YouTube, what do you think YouTube is gonna do? Because Google owns YouTube, right? So monetizing two contents which are the same on different platforms wouldn't help them in any way. So you should stop that practice. Alright guys, going to the next one. Channels with similar repetitive content or mindless content without commentary. This is very easy to know, right? With similar content, that means you've been producing the same thing over and over that do not have a big significant difference. And repetitive content should actually fall in this, because you should actually produce videos that are kind of different, that will help your audience know that this is something different from this other one. It's going to be boring if you're saying the same thing over and over, and YouTube doesn't like that. Or better still, you're producing content that do not have commentary. You're just putting images or slideshows that do not have any content behind, any audio or anything behind. If you're doing this, there is no way you're gonna ever be accepted on YouTube. Trust me, you'll never be accepted. You should always put some commentary behind it. You should explain to the person what you're trying to pass by. If not, you should put a little bit of text to sorry, to explain what you're trying to say to the audience. Right guys, let's go to the next. Songs modified to have a different pitch or speed but otherwise identical to the original song. Oh, this is very obvious. This is related directly to copyright. I shouldn't even talk about this on this video. If you're using an artist song, you should just stop that. Just stop that. I don't really want to talk about that, because this is one of the laws you should know before even indulging as a creator. All right, the next rule: content that exclusively features reading of materials you didn't originally create, like text from websites or newsfeed. Okay, this is something I've just spoken about, but this means that, let's say you're talking about a certain celebrity, because this mostly comes in place with channels that are talking about new celebrity stuffs. So if you go to a particular website and you take the same text, the same content, that is the article, read it word to word, trust me, YouTube is gonna catch you, and they can monetize the same content over and over. Just recall I told you Google owns YouTube and Google monetizes those websites. So discovering that you're still producing the same content again in the form of a video, and you're not the original person that created that website or produced that content on that website, trust me, they're not gonna allow you to monetize that. That is simple to understand, I guess. Okay, the next thing states here that image slideshows or scrolling text with little or no commentary or narrative. I just said that, right? Stop using slideshows that has little or no commentaries. Please do well to use text. If you can't use your voice, please do well to use text to make your videos. I think this is all I should say. But number one to stand out, that please do well to use your voice on your videos. Please do well to use your voice on your video if you want to bypass this. Please do that. Well, I should say thanks for watching this video. Sorry about the background sound. That is a lot of noise. I'm not in an environment that is so favorable to make a video, but I think this is a complaint that I've seen from most YouTubers that have been teaching, and of course they're also trying to grow up their YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye guys.